need an ambulance.
I have you at 9212 West 3rd Street in Los Angeles.
Yes, room number 2.
What's the emergency?
There's been a suicide.
Who's the victim?
I am.
Right and be my only space, I can be the truest of me. Was it truancy, an absence of love when I started to not give a fuck? Jacking off to anything just to get a nut. Watch your kids, they minds still fresh like a cut. Soak up everything, wet a sponge. Wish I had someone to help me in this war with the man in the mirror. Look at my chin, all these sins add up more than the hairs on it. Tired of fighting demons, searching for some meaning in life. Might just pick up the knife, and in this moment let's be transparent. I don't wanna be here, fear the evil infinites push me in the water with an anchor. Full of anger, I let it go this far, trying to swim to the top, but the evil pulled me down in the abyss, all alone, so it's just me and my sins.
In 7 days, God created the world.
Flip it up, flip it down. Either way, if you miss the coin, it'll hit the ground. Swimming around in the deepest of waters. It's dark out here 24/7. Looking up, all I see is the eclipse blocking my shine. Trying to at least enjoy the rays that come out from the sides. Can't lie, in the deep recess of my mind, I wanna die. These eyes, hands, and feet come to a peace. Knowing what I know mama wouldn't see the good in me. Is anyone even listening to me? Please, can someone hear me? Screaming on this repeat. I feel all I need ain't in my reach. I call on the daily but don't get a response. Left you voicemails, did you listen to them? Well, if not, then I'm truly trapped in this prison.
Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success.
Air vents need to be clean. Feel like George Floyd, I can't breathe. Trapped in these four corners, at least that's what I tell myself. Greatest lesson I learned is that you can't buy help off the shelf. No matter how much I write, it won't erase the wrongs. Will find myself writing till my fingers bleed. Only speaking lead these verses in the mic like truancy. When I'm gone, this mic will still have the ring. Put my art out in the world, but ain't nobody listening. Nobody hears until it's too late. At least in life I got to experience some things. Despite me feeling alone in this mortal plane. Walk past people and don't say a damn thing. Might as well be a ghost. Ain't friendly like Casper. Don't mess with this ghost, cause he a disaster.
One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do.
I can still remember exactly where I was when my dad called me to tell me that they found my uncle. He had taken his life, and it had taken 3 weeks to find his body. Richard was 47. He was a doctor, super smart, creative, artistic. He spoke new languages with ease, he played and wrote music, and he understood science and maths like no one else I knew. He was the kind of kid you'd really hate at school, right? He saved people's lives for a living, and yet he decided to take his own. Isn't it perfectly normal to consider being in control of our own death? Yes, suicide is intentional, but does that automatically make it wrong? I believe suicide is preventable, and I believe we should do everything in our power to prevent it. But I also believe there's nothing inherently wrong in thinking about our own death. I've considered what it's like to die. I'd like to ask you all to close your eyes just for a minute. I promise nothing scary will happen if you close your eyes. Now raise your hands if you've ever had a really bad day that's left you feeling maybe stressed or upset. Okay. Keep your eyes closed and keep your hands raised. If that bad day or bad week or bad month has ever led you to think about harming yourself or taking your own life. Thank you. Put your hands down and then open your eyes. And if suicide is claiming the lives of more men under 45 than anything else, isn't it time we just start accepting that suicidal thoughts are something that happen and instead start talking openly and responsibly about it? I don't think there is anything wrong with men having suicidal thoughts. But perhaps there is something wrong with our expectations of men in society that lead them to have those thoughts.
Shut up. Hey, listen, I know you're just some undereducated drone passing the time with these old dying people. But I'm paying for his assisted living, and you're not assisting him. I told you, take the lock off of his bathroom door. You know how he gets at night, he forgets, so you need to be there for him. Let me be very clear here. You stop neglecting his needs, or I will start fucking with yours. I will have you fired! Then it's gonna be your family. Your children are gonna be at risk. You got it? I got it.
Ready, set, go, wrapping this shit up like dead bodies in plastic. Make them disappear, magic. Madness taking over the space I create. Still on the peak for that 8-ball, just like my nigga Patchy. My demons just wanna make sure I'm straight. Been on this drug for years, I fiend every day. Great stakes, but I risk it all for the high. Every time I'm feeling down, I go to the vile ways to keep me feeling okay. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, don't know any more words to say. Infinity loops to trap myself in my darker half. But this just one path.
If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got.